getting your house secure. When you've been stalked or you've been a targeted individual, securing your home is a big issue. Now, stalkers, one thing about them is they're not going to break a window to get in. They're going to pick a lock. They don't want any evidence that they've been there. So I found some effective ways at keeping them out. I went to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever and got some little window locks that were inexpensive. I think maybe, 90 cents per window. Screwed them on. That secured my windows, but each window's different, so you're going to have to see what works for your windows. But my door locks. I got these handy dandy hotel locks. Let's see. Take a good look at them for my doors. And so on all my doors that are not my main door, I have the hotel locks. Now what I do is I leave this part of my door unlocked, right? So if somebody comes skulking around the house and tries to get in, and from the outside they open the door, they can't get in. Damn it. I close the door. But when I come home, that little thing sticking out to let me know someone tried to open that door. Nice little defense system, or however you want to say it, alert system. Now, for my main door, the lock I have is this wonderful analog lock. Now, you want one of these analog locks, and you want one that doesn't have the electronic key fob, like for your car door, that you can open because you can just get a jammer or something and figure out the frequency and unlock it. And you want one without a keyhole. Okay, so there's no pick in it. You've actually got to know the code to get in. So, you set whatever code you want, and, you give it to only who you trust. And then when you come home and you open up your lock, then you take your shirt and you wipe all your fingerprints off. Then you take your fingers and you rub them over every button. So if anybody wants to come and dust for fingerprints to see which ones you use the most, they're not going to be able to determine it that way. These locks cost about, I don't know, I've seen them for $80, $90 online. One of the most beautiful things about these locks is that when you need to change the keys out, you unscrew 1, 2 screws, pop it off, and there's some little things that you change in here to designate what your new code is. Put it on, 2 more screws, that's it, you're done. Locks are changed. It doesn't matter who has keys because there are no keys. No keys on your keychain to carry. Kind of groovy cool that way. It's a pretty darn secure lock. You're not going to pick it. When you install it, you do have to shave out your keyhole a little bit more, or your lock hole just a little bit more. Installation takes a little bit. The blueberry muffins are done, so that means this installation of this video is done. How to lock up your house when you're stalked 101.